Hello and welcome, you clever witty gamers. Today we just got the patch notes for the PC 1.38 experimental patch. So this is the experimental patch, but a lot of the stuff I'm going to say will be coming to the consoles, if not more will be added on. So this is a very huge patch and a very massive improvement to the game, and I'm really excited to see this when it comes to console, because I think it's going to have some major game changes happening to this. So let's start off with the new save system, which I mentioned earlier, which they hinted at, and now we've got a confirmation that we've got a new save system coming into the game, and this is how it's going to work, guys. So I'm going to say what they've pretty much said on the patch notes here. In this patch, we're introducing a new save system, which should make managing your save files between game modes much easier. Here's what to expect. Now this is the exciting part, guys. You will now be presented with five save game slots, of each of which can be used for any game mode. Your existing saves will be mapped into these slots, so it means you can have more than one save for normal mode, survival mode, permadeath or creative. This is awesome. Finally, selecting an empty slot will start a new game, allowing you to pick which game mode to play from the mode select menu. There are now two sub slots for each save game instead of three. One for auto saves and one for manual saves, so we can do a manual save now from now on, so we don't have to keep, so basically if we want to jump back, if we've gone too far and we want to jump back, say before a glitch happened or we got stuck somewhere, that's going to really be super useful. Starting a brand new game with no existing saves will take you directly to the mode select. Note, for this is for experimental. While 1.37 saves are forwards compatible with 1.38, yeah, this is basically the same what I covered earlier. Basically, I'll leave in the description what it is, but basically you need to back up your saves if you're on the PC experimental. I've already covered a video on this today, so if you do need to know what it is, check out my video, which is No Man's Sky, important information regarding PC players. Check that out. I'll be leaving the patch notes in the description anyway for you guys. So other changes and fixtures. So this is a massive change list here, guys. It might take me a while to go through, because as I said, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to talk through it all, and how this might if any of these ones impact the gameplay on console or PC majorly, then I'm just going to sort of talk about it as I go through. So by the way, I will leave the patch notes in the description with the link as well I used. So improved accuracy of the text describing planetary weather. Storms on humid/lush planets are no longer toxic. Humid/lush planets now have a chance of their rain being very hot. That's kind of cool. That sounds really awesome, actually, to see a new weather variation coming in there. It's a sort of new weather variation anyway. Made the temperature range of dead planets more varied. That's going to be, I think, quite awesome, because I think that dead planets really just felt the same a lot, so to see different variations with the heat of dead planets is going to be quite fun. In-flight weather effects now vary in strength based on height. So once again, more visual improvements there with the flying of the low flight, which they really they seem to be really hammering on this sort of low flight sort of immersion. It seems to be really coming out a bit more stronger with each patch. The analysis visor can now be used to scan farm planets and see the remaining growth time. So no, farm plants, sorry, not planets. That's my fault. I've got an ulcer on my tongue at the moment. It's really hard to say some of the words. So basically, you can scan your own plants if you're growing them and see how long it's going to take before they're grown. So that's really cool. Good to see that that's in it, because I've always wondered how long I have to wait. So it's going to save me time from, say, that I can look at and say, oh, I've got 20 minutes, right, I'm going to go down to the planet and do a bit of mining or whatever. So that's going to be kind of cool. So what's up next? Analysis visor can now analysis visor can scan ships to determine their class, type, and value at a distance. That one doesn't really affect me. I don't really tend to scan ships to see how much they're worth. I tend to just buy mine straight from the little hub areas, the space station, whatever you want to call it again. The analysis visor can now be used to see the approximate distance of resources discovered with the scanner. Added error message when no outpost is found by the economy scanner. Added the ability to skip black bars when discovering a planet or solar system. So basically those black bars will pop up at the top and the bottom of the screen. You'd be able to skip that, so you basically you're not stuck in that sort of weird sort of cinematic thing. But if you do like that cinematic thing, you know, that's not really going to bother you there. Fix an issue where some delivery missions would continuously tell players to visit other systems. That one was getting on my nerves, and I'm glad they fixed that. Basically, really, that was fixed for me when they added the ability to abandon the mission. But I'm glad they've actually fixed that, right? So, like, it's going to be less like going to abandon them missions now, because they've actually fixed the problem, what caused it. Fix an issue where requirements to complete some missions could change as you spoke to the NPCs. Thank God, they're still fixing a lot of these problems here. It's really awesome. Prevented the cursor being reset to the center of the page as you switch between pause menus. Fix scaling issues with creature feeding icons. Fix an issue where mining units would occasionally incorrectly produce Heridium. Prevented mining units being placed inside each other. Fix an issue where base parts, including storage containers, built outside the base building radius and in a limited building mode, would not be transferred when the player moved to a new base. Obviously, that's one there for base builders. That's going to help you guys out a lot. Trade outposts now provide hazard protection. Finally, that's one thing I've been wanting for a long time, because the amount of times that I've gone to a trade outpost and, you know, yeah, you're still under some cover and it, you know, you're still getting affected by the weather. Boy, this is a very long change list here. Amazing job, seriously, Hello Games. Thank you so much for these changes. The game has needed this. Added a chance for pirates to spawn earlier than usual when a player warps into a certain system, to add more variety to exploration and trading. Okay, you know, that's kind of exciting. So sometimes you might just fly straight in and pirates immediately detect you and they're going to just jump on you for that valuable loot. That's really awesome. So fixed an issue where the terrain manipulator audio would occasionally continue after terrain editing completed. Fix an issue where terrain manipulator hologram would remain in one location after subtracting from the terrain. Fix an issue where the terrain manipulator would occasionally create longer lines than intended. So there's a lot of terrain manipulator fixes coming in here, but as I said, it's a new feature they added in the last update, the terrain manipulator, and it's obviously, with new features you're always going to get bugs, and especially with this being such a small company, a little game studio, they're obviously going to get a lot of bugs and they're fixing through them. So yeah, you know, they're doing well, guys. We've got loads yet, so I'm going to keep carrying on. Fix an issue where the ship crosshair would appear at incorrect times. Fix an issue, fix the upload all button on the discovery page, not deactivating after being used. Corrected button prompts on the ship combat wiki. Restored spectral class to the galaxy map text. Galactic map now respects user mouse sensitivity settings. I think that's for PC players there. They're going to really, you know, feel the difference there. Galactic map now respects other control inversion settings. Prevented trade terminals having a negative quantity of stock. Made trading terminal stock values replenish over time. That's good. That is very, very good. So that is something that's really going to change the trade of the game. So basically, like in one of my videos before I made, where if you sold something to a trader, as I said, you know, once you've sold loads of that one item to one trader, you have to sell a big bunch, and you could no longer sell any more at that price because you have to find a different galaxy to go, or so, not a different galaxy, sorry, a different solar system to go sell it to, because you wouldn't get the price anymore. In fact, it kept dropping and dropping and dropping. Now it resets over time, so the stocks can change. It's getting a lot more varied system here, and this is really exciting. The fact that we can actually start making proper money on the game without having to go to really grindy, stressful ways of doing it. Thank you, seriously. As I said, the grindy system is glad to see they're actually doing something about that. So they've also separated stock levels for trading posts and space stations in the same system. That's one thing that's been annoying me, and really happy they fixed that as well. Once again, a fantastic patch they're doing here. Lush biomes in survival mode occasionally exist without aggressive sentinel presence. That's good. Reduced cursor UI slowdown when using a pad. So this is for PC, obviously, that one. Prevented users occasionally falling outside the trading post platform when exiting their ship. Yes, finally, that's what happens. That used to happen to me all the time when I had a larger hauler ship. It'd fling me out of the trading post. That was super annoying. Prevented traders from attacking pirates which are far out of their range. Fixed an issue where NPC ships would stop outside the entrance of freighters and space stations in systems with no trade routes. Improved NPC ship target selection in space battles. Prevented them reaching to accidental player fire or reacting to accidental player fire. So, yeah, but I've just read it straight from my mouth there and just realised what it is. So basically, anyone who watches me, who watches my streams when I do them, realise that I get so angry that when you accidentally shoot a ship, the whole of the system just turns against you just by one bullet, and they stop that reaction as much, as I say. So this is going to be a major change, guys. This is something which is you're going to find space battle now. You're going to find, you know, people are going to dive into space battles a lot more willingly now, because they're going to feel they're not going to suddenly hit the friendly guy and lose everything because the Sentinel's going to fly in and fuck them up. This is amazing. Thank you seriously for this. This is something I've been wanted for quite a while. So please, thank you, just thank you, Hello Games, for doing this. This is really fixing the shit that I really wanted fixed. Thank you, seriously. Enough thank yous anyway. Let's continue. We've still got more patch notes yet. Fix an issue where smaller freighters and containers could not be destroyed. Another one we've been wanting fixed. As I said, a bug, and that bug is now finally fixed. Thank you. Added exotic ship audio for AI and NPC ships. Hello. Okay, so let's just read that again. Added exotic ship audio for AI and NPC ships. So we're gonna hear ships a lot more. So space battle's gonna be really more immersed now. Oh yes, 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 yes. I am happy. Oh, I'm too excited for this patch now. Added ability to transfer items to and from containers in your base or freighter. So hold on. Added ability to transfer items to and from your containers in your base or your freighter. I think they mean without having to go all the way up to that guy and talking to him in the freighter, you can just transfer between the containers. Obviously, we won't know until the update is on consoles whether I can confirm that or not, but it sounds like that's what they've done. Corrected roamer and rover inventories appearing incorrectly in the transfer window. Added protection to allow Mind Arc step of the Artemis story to be completed even if a player deletes their base. That happened to me, but the last patch fixed it. It seems that this one is gonna, anyone who did, it had a bug that slipped through that last patch, that it looks like it's gonna be finally fixed now. So everyone is gonna be able to finish the Artemis Mind Arc mission, which I actually hate now because I was stuck on it so long. Fixed the issue where blue eye icon would occasionally appear over the crosshair. Added tooltip text to explain the planet icons on the discovery page. Fixed an issue where space anomaly could remain in the player's home system indefinitely. Yeah, that happened to me a lot. I used to kind of loot that a lot to get, to my advantage, I gotta admit, to get myself loads of rewards. But yeah, looks like that's finished. And the ability to sell items from ship cargo slots at terminals. Yes! 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 If they added the cargo slot system in, and now we can finally sell parts of it. The part, we can finally sell the cargo slot at terminals. It's just awesome. Yes! Fixed the issue with dismantling tech on ship compare screens, not correctly destroying the tech. That's a bug that some people have been looting, and that's now been fixed, that little glitch there. So sorry guys if you really love that one. I know one of my streamers loved to mention that glitch there, but sorry dude, it's been patched by the looks of it. Added ability to transfer items from cargo slots during maintenance interactions. Fixed an issue where unbinding a key would exit the control menu. Fix an issue where selecting a new key binding could accidentally result in being set to a mouse button. Improve trading to giving NPCs independent stock levels. Okay, so that is really good. So as I said, it seems that every update they're really flourishing the stock system here. So basically is sort of getting to a real world sort of. What I'm thinking more of like a Skyrim trade level system. I think eventually you'll see that they'll only be able to sell you a certain amount of stuff because they only have a certain amount of money. I can see that sort of thing coming in. So far now, stock levels are really being adjusted now, and I think next thing you'll see is they'll only be able to sell you a certain amount because they only have a certain amount of money left in. That's what I can see coming in 1.4 now. I'm predicting that. I'm predicting that to come. Fix an issue where Space Anomaly missions had no objective text in the log. Made NPCs who give directions refer to a wider spread of locations. Added ability to rebind at the discard key. Fix an issue where some players who should have been able to restart distant missions weren't able to do so. So they've said here the experimental version can be accessed using the access code experimental, which is free. I'll leave it in the description. I'm going to copy and paste what they say on this link here, so you can guys see everything they have to say in their own words, and you can see it. So obviously, once again they say let them know if there's any problems or any bugs you experience in the experimental, if any bugs they still do persist, to let them know. So that's it, guys. That is the patch notes for 1.38. It is finally here. It is coming. So on PC, if you've got the experimental, you've got the update now. Console users, I'm not sure if it's going to be called 1.38 or 1.39, but I'm going to call this video 1.38 because if not, this is going to be the confirmed patch notes. It's going to be very similar to console, so if not, the only thing they're going to do is take away the PC stuff in the patch notes for that. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really hyped for this patch now. There's so much stuff that's going to be fixed in the game. And sorry there's been no gameplay, because I really want to talk through the game, and I hate pre-recording gameplay and talking over it, because I think it's better just to sit on a menu and talk this with you guys, because this is me talking to you. It doesn't matter about the gameplay. This is just basically just listening. So this is like a podcast, and which, funny enough, I'm going to start doing soon. Me and Josh, who's the other host of this, we're going to start doing a sort of podcast sort of thing going on. We haven't decided a day yet, and we're not going to stick to some sort of schedule, but we're going to try and get some sort of once a week thing going, so you guys have some content, some really good content coming in. So that's it, guys. Sorry if I've spammed your inbox today with so many videos. I had so much to cover while my internet's working all right. I've still got loads more to cover, and yeah, thank you everyone who's been subscribing and watching. See you guys on the next video. You've all been Clever Witty Gamers. Goodbye.